We are here to restore. We are here this morning. To appeal to our President Muhammad Buhari, to come to our rescue in Igede land, to rescue us from the insecurity, and also our executive governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otem, come to our rescue and come to demarcate the Bonta and the boundary. We need peace. We don't need war. We need legalize matters. Matters. We need peace. Matters. Any other place. Matters. Any other place. We will see that there is peace in other states. Why is it that there is no peace in other states? Why there is peace in Israel land? Go to Canada, they have other languages. They have other languages in other states. If there is always in there in Canada states, it is going to be the other states. It is not only be there in Jos. It is not always be there in Africa. You need to why is it that in Canada there will be no peace in their life? I'm going to talk to my head. I'm going to peace now. That is why we are fighting for peace. We need peace in Israel. We need peace. Let us be peace now. That is what we are seeking for. We want peace in Israel land. Let us be peace. Let us come and save our people. Let us come and save our people. We want peace right. We are not going to fight. We are not
now one by one. Wow, they don't talk one by one. Allow them to talk. We talk one by one. If we don't talk one by one, they don't talk one by one. It's okay like this.
We are not there for war. We are only coming out here today to ask our governor. Let there be peace within us. Let there be peace. We don't need killing anymore. If we go to other tribes, go to Cross River, they have many tribes more than Benue State. Why is it that there's no fight there? We didn't keep people. We are only few in Benue State with different tribes, and there's killings every blessed day in Igede land. Why is it that we don't need?
The Association of Lawyers Zone, the Association of Igede Media Professionals and concerned sons and daughters of Igede wish to draw the attention of the federal government of Nigeria under the leadership of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, the Minister of Defense, National Security Advisor, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, the Inspector General of Police, the international community, and all other relevant stakeholders in the protection of lives and property to the continuous killings of the people of Ukute and other contiguous Igede communities by Bontative militias since June 2020, while our governor, Dr. Samuel Otom, remains ominously indifferent. Mr. President and other concerned authorities may recall that this crisis was the reason for the gruesome murder of 11 soldiers and an officer of the Nigerian Army by Bonta militias in April 2021 while on a peacekeeping mission to the crisis area. Shortly after the burial of the slain soldiers, Bonta people resumed hostilities and are continuing with killings, maiming, looting, and destructions of properties of the people of Ukute and neighboring Igede communities. With hearts full of worries and utter state of despair, we rise today as a people and lawyers, media professionals, and concerned men and women of Igede extraction in Benue State to stage this protest, calling on the government and people of Nigeria, the United Nations, Amnesty International, human rights organizations, and other humanitarian institutions not to only speak against, but quickly stop the incessant, unprovoked killings of our people by Bonta Community Constitutional Local Government, Benue State. On Tuesday, 20th July 2021, the crisis took a new dimension when Bonta people invaded a neutral Igede-speaking community, Ochoro, in Constitutional Local Government area. That community existed from pre-colonial times and was part of Constitutional Local Government Council at creation in 1976. It has never been part of the crisis, and the only known reason for the attack is they speak Igede language. The community chief, Denis Ope Ijoko, was abducted and gruesomely murdered, while betting and several others were killed, with some missing till date. May it be known to the world that Ukute is of Igede minority ethnic group in Oju local government area. Their Bonta counterpart in Constitutional Local Government is of Tiv, the major ethnic nationality in Benue State. The attack on Ochoro community in Constitutional Local Government without prior provocation has confirmed our fears that this crisis may be the outplay of ethnic conspiracy and unrepentant resolve to drive our people out of Benue State. Our suspicions are further heightened by the behavior and attitudes of Governor Samuel Otom over this crisis. For the past 13 months since this crisis started, Governor Samuel Otom refused to visit the displaced persons in Oju local government area, but visited the displaced persons in Constitutional Local Government area. B. Since the unprovoked crisis broke out in June 2020, the governor is here to make any arrangement to deploy security agents to stop the needless killings. But when crisis erupted in Tiv land between Mka and Yande communities in Boko local government on 17 July 2021, the governor immediately sent 2 of his aides and security agents the following day, 18 July 2021, to quell the crisis. C. In 2021, Governor Otom provided relief materials for the displaced persons in Constitution, but excluded those in Oju. It took an aggressive protest by Igede Youth Council against the obvious discriminatory policy of the state before some scrums of the relief materials were hurled at our people. D. During several peace meetings held in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, at the instance of Governor Otom, the leaders of Bonta militias have repeatedly refused to sign peace accord initiated by the Benue State Commissioner of Police and boasted publicly that they would continue to fight till their grandchildren join in the fight. Yet, none of them have been arrested or reprimanded by the state government. E. Governor Tom personally authored a petition against Mr. Sunday Ode Egena, the national president of the Association of Igede Media Professionals, for criticizing him over his poor handling of the crisis, for which Mr. Egena is now standing trial before a Makurdi magistrate court on frivolous charges. F. He always makes political promises on his plan to demarcate the Bible, but has consistently failed to make good his promises. More perplexing is the situation where the militias would always attack either shortly before or on the eve of the promised demarcation. G. The state government, under his leadership, promptly recovered the arms and ammunition of the 12 slain soldiers from the Bonta militias, but failed or neglected to disarm them of the sophisticated weapons with which our people are daily slaughtered. The bias is quite obviously beyond any reasonable doubt. At this juncture, it is necessary to make certain clarifications. We are not blind to the goodwill, love, brotherly disposition of some prominent personalities of thief extraction. While time and space may not permit us to make a comprehensive list of such personalities, we are compelled to express our appreciation to His Royal Majesty, Professor James Ayase, the Tortif, for his fatherly and timely interventions since the crisis began. We are aware of the constraints on his intentions and opinions as to how to find an enduring solution to the crisis. Same appreciation goes to take you. Same appreciation goes to take you of conscience, Chief Zam Bindi, for constantly standing on the path of truth, justice, and peace. It is also necessary to mention the periods of peace and brotherhood in Benue State under the former governors. The present Minister of Special Duties, Senator George Akume, governed the state from 1999 to 2007, and there was peace and tranquility throughout his reigns. Also, the present senator representing Zone A Senatorial District, distinguished Senator Gabriel Tekula Suswam, governed the state from 2007 to 2015 and demonstrated capacity to unite varying ethnic interests in the state, and there was peace during his reigns. Why is it so bad under the watch of Dr. Samuel Otom? Ukute people, and by extension, the Igedes, are peace-loving people and do not deserve to be treated like slaves in their fatherland. It is high time, Mr. President, all security agencies in Nigeria, the international humanitarian organizations, rose to the rescue of our people. We further pray that President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, should please, 1, direct the urgent deployment of troops to the disputed boundary between Bonta and Ukute community as a short-term measure to save our lives. 2, direct the establishment of a military post at the boundary between the two communities to forestall future reoccurrence of the unprovoked killings of our people by the ever bloodthirsty Bonta militias. 3, prevail on Governor Samuel Otom to deploy all internal security measures and ensure immediate reopening of the Awaji Oju Road, which has been impassable since June 2020. 4, come to the rescue of the internally displaced persons camping in different locations within Benue, within Igede, by providing shelter, food, healthcare, and other social and economic reliefs for them. 5, prevail on Governor Samuel Otom to discontinue forthwith the malicious prosecution and persecution of Mr. Sunday Odeagana. The world should not wait for another Rwanda genocide in Benue State. Thank you all. Barrister John Owulo. I am Barrister John Owulo.
No. Chasing the mosquitoes outside, killing people in his hometown. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. President, the governors of the state, you are the chief security officers of the state. You have to unite the people, not to divide the people. It's only God knows why people speak different language here on earth. But since you become a governor of Benue State is no longer possible. The targeting is Igede peoples. I can tell you, Ukute people is a big community, and they are farming. Their way of income is farming. Go to Ukute community village now. Nobody there. Go to Obotu community. Nobody there. Go to Ekingo community. Nobody there. Ochodo, that is under constitutional local government, that they say that they are not part of the crisis. They went there last time and they kidnapped our traditional ruler, include the children. Their whereabouts remain unknown till date. If somebody is a minority, Igede are minority inside the minority. We are not a slave. We want the governor to unite the state, not a divisions. What we need is peace. We have no money to buy gun because we are peace-loving people. A bunch of people come and kidnap. On Easter Day, I can tell you precisely, when people in Ukute was in Methodist Church, pray to God on Easter, a bunch of boys come in, shoot inside the church and start killing people. We cannot continue like this. Being minority inside minority is not a slave. We want peace. What we need is peace. We don't have political long leg. We come to appeal to Mr. President. His Excellencies, President Muhammad Buhari promised us that he does not belong to anybody, that is belong to everybody. That his statement shows that he can run an inclusive government, both the minority and the majority. So I'm here to appeal to Mr. President to please, between the boundary in Oduluka government and the Konshisha, between Ukute and Ebonta, there is a big land there. Let him come and build a military barracks there, because so that our people will not come and eliminate us. We need a military barracks between Ukute and Ebonta community. This is our demand, because we don't have political long leg to call anybody when the terrorists from Ebonta to come and kill our people. So the lasting solution is to build a military barracks. Thank you. Long live Igede Nation. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless Igede Nation. Your name.
My name is Okebe Andrew. I'm from Ukute village. I travel all the way from village here to make my presentation. My name is Okebe Andrew Odigri. Thank you. Igede Yo. Standing here behind this congregation this morning is to express our pains, the agony that is going on against the good and the peaceful people of expression of an anger against the killing of the good people of Igede land in Benue State. We are not a slave. Being a minority, as the Benue people may think we are, doesn't mean we are there to be taken on granted. There are some positions that they can never do without the sons and daughters of Igede people in Benue State. And we are here this morning to display our anger against the unnecessary killing of children, fathers and mothers, without any rescue mission from the governor of Benue State, Governor Samuel Otom. And this morning we are here in FCT, where we know that the power rules down to the grassroots, to call on Mr. President Muhammad Buhari to come to our rescue. That is all I can say for now. And as soon as possible, we are expecting him to come without delay, because the land is on fire. God will rescue us in Jesus' name. I remain evangelist Theophilus A. Ochong. Thank you.
Jama'an Najeriya da safiya nan ina sai ba don komai ba, jihar ta nawa mai suna Benue. A yau nan tare da mu yanwaninmu ne wanda suka taho daga local government mu wanda aka san da sunansa Oju da kuma da Obi. Mun da muke da zaune a nan cikin Abuja, yau muna so mun kawo kukanmu ne zuwa ga shugaban kasanmu shi mai suna President Muhammadu Buhari. Ba don komai